without he's not here, I can't get
No, can I then speak to him and ask him whether they are already here? See, the thing is, I'm trying to assist the police as well.
No, that's why.
To relay the message to the public.
We are here to just to take care of the security.
Yeah, sure.
We got nothing to do with whatever their investigation.
Yeah, okay, then can you communicate?
So that's why I just communicate with him. So what he's telling, so after he checked with the person who was in charge for this, so he's telling on Monday, ask them to come and see. So we already explained about this. So the 6th person was brought to KL. That is only the thing.
I think it will be very embarrassing as a lawyer to tell people.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they are here or not here, and then I don't know that Monday when I come back I get another story. I need to get little more information. One, you can call and
I think
the line
the
timing
family members were not told.
No, but they was explained. It's according to them.
No, he's just relating what he get from them.
Kat mana ada kat mana? Kan? So I explain dengan peguam dia staff. So dia nak tahu satu. So okay fine, dia orang datang. So dia cakap, so okay sekarang macam mana dia nak beritahu? Okay, at least dia nak tahu dekat KL mana tempat yang dia tahan. So dia tak nak, okay, atau dia nak confirm sama ada dia ada di Bukit Aman atau tidak. Okay. Apa dan? Sekarang cuma tu dia nak tahu kepastian. So dia sebenarnya nak bercakap dengan tuan. Tuan nak bercakap dengan dia melalui telefon. Okay. DSP Mat.
Hello. Ahmad Loh, ini saya Arumagam. Peguam mewakili 6 OKT yang sepatutnya sudah sampai Kuala Lumpur. Okey, pertama sekali saya nak tahu adakah mereka sudah ada dalam Bukit Aman atau tidak? Okey, tak apa. Kalau Madno tak tahu, boleh saya tanya siapa tahu hal ini, dengan siapa saya boleh bercakap? Kada keluarga OKT di Penang hubungi saya tadi. Mereka tidak beritahu apa-apa berkenaan dengan mana mereka bawa, kecuali mereka kata bahawa 6 orang itu bawa ke Bukit Aman. Itu saja tahu. So according to Matno, he's repeating what he has said lah, that his family has been informed and D7 is investigating, only can come on Monday. But I really appreciate if you can contact the D7 adalah tak apalah. So kereta sudah keluar dari Pulau Penang, mesti dia tiba satu tempat. Kita hanya mau tahu, sebab nanti kemudian dia penyokong, semua orang datang, saya pun tak tahu. This is a very simple information. You have to persuade them.
If without they are conveying a message to us, we won't know. So just now I checked for that. So you see, so that's why I asked him to speak to you. You see, because he's not answering like what we are asking. That where's just a simple thing. Where's the OKT now? So they're telling it's under investigation. We know it's okay. I also don't know about it and everything. Monday only they can
okay. I'll check with them what this Matno told me, that their lawyers have been briefed, their family has been briefed. I'll check with them. If that is not correct, then I get back to you lah. Okay. You find out more information from it. Okay, I think that's fair lah. I mean, you are trying to also assist us and let us do as lawyers our work lah, you know, our duty to our clients. Okay, give us a time. I will check and get back to you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. No sitting in one control room relaying what he has received from Penang. That is that these people are the case of these people already been explained to the family members and their lawyers. Therefore, adequate information has already been given to the family members on the lawyers, and they've been asked to come here on Monday. But my repeated question to them is very simple. I just want to know whether 6 of them already inside Bukit Aman or not. The one they are refusing to confirm lah. But I have I mean, this is a hunch. I have a feeling that they are already inside, and I don't know. It's a very simple response. They just have to check and tell us, yeah, they are already inside here. Then our next attempt is to get our lawyers, a few more lawyers, to approach them to see whether we can gain access. But Saturday and Sunday, I think a little bit difficult. But that's our duty. We want to do. But as of now, I think the police officers are just not the person who was communicating with me. I think he's just facilitating the outside environment, and he says he really doesn't know the information, and the guy to whom I spoke to also doesn't know. He's saying that the D7 unit is coordinating this work.
D7 Kiraman, is it?
Yeah, D7 Kiraman. So now I need to call the family members and the lawyers in Penang to find out to what extent what these fellows are telling, they are fully aware of what's going on. Then I will get them to at least tell us where they are.
I think you yourself would have heard we have not received much information from the police. They have not even been able to inform Arugam, the lawyer appointed, whether they are in fact in Bukit Aman. So at this point, it's hard to say the condition of Dr. Jayakumar and the other detainees. That's unfortunate because whilst the authorities may think this is a legitimate use of the laws available, there is this thing called due process, and at the end of the day, there are family members who are concerned about the welfare and the whereabouts of their loved ones. At the very least, I think the police could make this information available to lawyer Arumugam. So, again, back to your question, nobody is heard today how Dr. Jayakumar is. We don't know.
Do you classify this as a police intimidation to warn people not to come down on the 9th of July?
Well, it would appear to be so, given the harassment that we've seen from the police authorities over the last week or so. This seems to be a continuation of that trend. What else can we assume other than, this is a follow-through of efforts to either persuade people not to attend the rally on the 9th, to instill fear. But from what I'm hearing, it doesn't seem to be working. Increasingly daily, we hear of people and groups who have said they are committed to attending the rally on the 9th. Right? If it's an attempt to intimidate and harass, it's not working.
They have found some literature, communist literatures, so to speak, and these they link it to PSM and say that they support communism. These are blatant lies. Many people know that they are blatant lies. And in opinion as a lawyer, on what legal grounds PSM could fight the case?
Well, quite clearly, PSM for the 6 who have been detained now would need to know the factual basis upon which the emergency ordinance has been used. Lawyers acting on behalf of the detainees, lawyers acting on behalf of the family, will be anxious to file habeas corpus applications in court. And that would be the first immediate challenge, I imagine. Lawyers acting on behalf of the detainees and the family would be looking to file into court. But you would need at least to know where they are, who is holding them. That information at this point in time is not being made available to Arugam, and it would seem that that would seem to be an attempt to frustrate due process. Due process also does include the right of the family of the detainees to take processes to court. That appears to be an attempt to frustrate that now.
The emergency ordinance, after the 60 days, they can slap in an ISA, am I right?
Well, I don't think it's an ISA, but the net effect is the same. I mean, if you pack them off to Simpang Renggam on an extended order, then the net effect is the same. Whether you use the emergency ordinance or whether you make a detention under the Internal Security Act, it's the same net effect. It's preemptive detention without trial. So it doesn't really matter what you call it. Net effect is a citizen has been deprived of his liberty in violation of Article 5 without due process. without his right to be heard in a court of law. The law must presume him innocent of any allegations. EO and the ISA doesn't allow for that.
Now, generally, what is the feeling of the people on the ground as of today?
I think daily people are getting more and more angry with the way the authorities are reacting to the 8 legitimate demands. Examine the demands one by one. Indicate to us which ones are unreasonable, if there are any, and if none are unreasonable, give this to the rakyat. Article 119 relates to our right to vote and to decide who administers this country. And let's be clear about this. It is to administer the country and not to govern us. All right? And we are entitled to decide that. Now, for a long time, people have felt that the elections are not as clean, free and fair as it should be. These are demands that are being legitimately advanced by the citizenry. And I've said this again and again. Malaysians are not as naive and as uninformed as 20 years ago. So people know what's going on. People know why there's this reaction that we're seeing today. People are not buying into the story of an attempt to revive communism. They're not buying into it. And it's angering the rakyat. And I think the steering committee, the President steering committee has said again and again, we don't own this anymore. We've never owned this. We've pushed this for the rakyat. And it's a rakyat-driven initiative now.
Can we move forward to 9th of July? If, let's say, the people walk the street, Perkasa and Abdul say they will be coming out. Do you think there will be a confrontation?
I don't think so. And I think it's incumbent upon the police authorities to allow any legitimate exercise of the constitutional rights. If Perkasa wants to assemble and march peaceably, we support their right. If UMNO Youth wants to assemble and march peaceably, the operative word being peaceably, we support that right. And it ought to be the duty of the police authorities to ensure 3 peaceful assemblies. Surely that's possible.
What makes the people angry and they want to come?
People are not as uninformed as before. All right. The tsunami of 2008 didn't happen by accident. The rakyat were better informed. Since then, now people are still better informed. All right. People are aware of the extent of cheating that went on in the Sarawak state elections, the many by-elections we've seen. People therefore understand that the eight demands, demands for reforms are legitimate and long overdue, and certainly ought to be in place before this country faces a next general election. And if they don't get it, I think the people are going to get increasingly more agitated.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Sani.
Yes.
Tak boleh. 10 minit daripada sekarang saya cakap. Terima kasih banyak. Saya tak mau cakap banyak. Okay. Jom. Polis standby kat sana. 10 minit tak bergerak, kita sapu terus. Siapa yang ada kita bawa masuk tayang mana. Okey, all of you please come over.
They have given us exactly 10 minutes and they want us to disperse. So, notwithstanding that the team of lawyers are coming, we have to disperse. I would seek your cooperation to disperse because we don't want to make things difficult, because I think they mean business. They made it very, very clear they will arrest. So we disperse now, but I will get the lawyers, I will come back and then I will do what we can do, because the lawyers are already on their way. So can I seek your cooperation?
Sure.
That we disperse now, we got 10 minutes. And I will also tell them that you are actually dispersing. Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Hidup Rakyat! Okay. With that we will disperse and yes, we can...